Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at Ethereum, its valuations against Bitcoin, as well as the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. So, let's recap the entire price history of Ethereum. So, before the move, and the move that I'm talking about started in Q1, or sorry, not in, yeah, in Q1, I would say because this move here really catapulted Ethereum to new local highs. And so before that, we were looking at this uh, like not consolidation, but a winding coiling of price. We see points of support and resistance um, throughout Ethereum versus Bitcoin's time, and then we see a breakout. We got a breakout out of it. That was pretty. I guess not easy to predict or to anticipate, but we were anticipating some kind of move to the upside from Ethereum, uh, mainly because of the current market that we were in. So with that said, we saw this breakout. This breakout was ginormous. From the wick to the top, it was about a 250% move against Bitcoin alone, right? Against the US dollar, it would be much higher because at that time as well, Bitcoin was also moving pretty fast. So, with that said, we found a local top of 0.081 or so Bitcoin, and we retraced. We retraced pretty hard. We lost about roughly 32% of valuation against Bitcoin. However, we recovered, and to where we are right now, we have only dropped about 17%. Last week we saw a move of 15% against Bitcoin, followed by this week we're seeing about a 4% move. Ethereum is up. It's neutral today. It's up 0.5% or so. Um, but that's where we are. Where we bounced was somewhat interesting. It was within this region here, where we anticipated this, where we saw, there's not much price action going on above here, on the top of the charts, but we do see these points of support and resistances from Ethereum from the last cycle, and so that was the only basis we got from that. We extended it out and said that this might be a target for Ethereum somewhere in this region for it to bounce, and it did. We saw this roughly almost 20% move to the upside. With that said, um, Bitcoin is still below the 20-week moving average. Okay, Bitcoin is still below the 20-week moving average. I do not think that we will, at the very least, we won't break this. We might go higher than we are now, but we won't go. I don't think we'll go higher than here. I'll keep an open mind to see if we can, but history has shown that Ethereum does not perform very well when Bitcoin's below the 20-week moving average, let alone put new and local highs. If anything, it shows that we are having lower highs every single time. This is going to be the third time if it comes back down somewhere in between. But we will see. We will see what happens. We're also experiencing some kind of lower lows to some degree, where we see the candle bodies are getting lower and lower, the valuations. This last time around was 0.057. The time before that was 0.06. So you can see that the trend is going down still until we see some kind of reversal. You can interpret this as a double bottom, but I would say again, Bitcoin is below the 20-week moving average. That is a bullish indicator. However, uh, Bitcoin is the ultimate market maker, and that would be my indicator. Bitcoin is my indicator. When we look at the US dollar, we're currently trading at $2,380 from the low of about 1669, sub 20, sub $2,000. And with that said, we're still above the prior all-time high. We anticipate maybe this is going to be a bounce from the prior all-time high. We haven't had that yet, but we'll see. It's Bitcoin is still well below the 20-week moving average. That's the 50-week. But you like just look at the chart and you'll see that there's still considerable gap between the price and the 20-week moving average. So there's plenty of time for Ethereum to move further either in either direction during this time. When we look at the RSI, we're currently at 54.32. You can tell that, we're in a range here that's quite interesting. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's try that again. We're in a quite interesting range, right? On the RSI, you can see multiple points of support and resistance and support. So with that said, we'll see how it works out with Ethereum against the RSI. We do see multiple points of support and resistance. You can see that if we are above this region, this rectangle here, that we stay there for quite a long time, right? A span of years, not a span of months actually. Sorry, not years, months. And you can see the same thing happening here as well. So, with that said, if this is the run that we think it's going to be, Ethereum's RSI should be staying north of this region. It shouldn't necessarily need to come back down below, right? Which indicates some kind of an actual bear market. But we'll keep an open mind for that. But that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. All in all, Ethereum's doing great for the past 2 weeks, but as long as Bitcoin is below the 20-week moving average, this is all just uh, just meaningless in some way, I would say. We won't see new all-time highs, or I don't think we will. We won't see any kind of true bullishness in the market until Bitcoin's back above the 20-week moving average. The 20-week moving average is coming down and we're moving sideways, so ultimately the distance is getting smaller. And to be exact, we are, roughly 25.82% below the 20-week moving average, right? We would need to rally another 30 or so percent to get to the 20-week moving average. And so that is the hurdle for Ethereum currently, right? Ethereum is below the 20-week moving average. Bitcoin's below the 20-week moving average, and Ethereum needs Bitcoin to be above the 20-week moving average to make newer highs. That's essentially it. So until that time, we wait. But that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.